Camp Week continues here on Daytime, and there's a camp for just about any child based on your child's interest and needs. And some of the camps are geared to children who don't usually get the chance to attend, and that's where the Salvation Army camps come in. Joining me this morning to discuss this opportunity, former camper and counselor Robert Eskridge. Good morning, Robert. Nice to have you here. So you were a camper, then you moved into the counselor mode, huh?
Yes, yes.
You must have really liked it.
It was an awesome time. Very good experience for me.
You are now all grown up.
Yes.
And you're an assistant attorney general for the state of Ohio.
Right.
But you credit this camp experience to how you ended up being an attorney. How did those two mesh together?
Well, it was interesting because I started going to camp when I was about 10 years old. And the things that you learn at camp are vast. It's not just about going camping and sleeping in sleeping bags and, you know, eating mess hall food and camping out with other kids. But you're learning other things such as dignity, integrity, and responsibility, building character, things of that nature. And those things stick with you. They just don't leave you after you become a child to an adult, but those things are things that actually develop within you to become a meaningful adult, a successful adult in society.
So this is a week-long camp where you spend the night, and you said you went for several years. You attended this camp.
Yes, I was there for about 5 years.
Why was this a good camp for you personally, which you shared, but also for your family? Because circumstances were, you couldn't afford to go to a high-end camp.
Right. Well, my mother was a single mother in Columbus, urban family, and for us it was very important because my mother wanted me to have a good opportunity away from home, outside of the city, and not sitting in front of an electronic console such as a television or Xbox 360 or that, something of that nature. So this was a really good experience, something that would coincide with the education that I was getting, and camp was something good. You know, it was just to get out, go swimming, be in nature, see that there were other things that were practical to life besides just sitting at home and doing other things, playing with kids in the schoolyard. So
and we're looking at some pictures of the camp experiences, and they look like they're having a ball.
Yes.
And you're right. As an urban child, you don't get to really experience nature that much, do you?
Not at all. No, not at all. The most that I had was, playing in front of the yard or in the backyard and sitting in front of an electronic console. And my mom wanted me to have a broader experience of life, and camp is a fantastic opportunity for that.
Okay, you tell me about your very favorite experience, something to do with teepees in the
Yes. I'll never forget it. I was about 10 years old, and our camp counselors took us for a special hike, and there was a bonfire, and it was about 30 kids, and we're just looking out over the woods, and we see the smoke coming up, and next to the smoke we saw these 20, 30-foot high teepees. And we're thinking to ourselves, what in the world is going on? And our counselors explained to us the histories of teepees and the significance of them in Native American culture. And we had an opportunity to actually sleep in the teepees, like actual Native Americans. And it was an amazing experience, one that I'll never forget and cherish forever.
It's a little different than a sleeping bag in your backyard, huh?
Very much so.
What advice do you have for parents who are looking for the right camp, or some parents who live in the urban inner city parts of Columbus who are looking for a safe, good place to send their children for a week?
Well, I would definitely encourage parents to get on the website, particularly for this camp, the Salvation Army Greenwood Lake Camp. I would encourage parents to look at all the activities that are going to take place at the camp, the things that the camp expects to instill within the child, particularly, the things that they're going to leave with, because this is going to be a memorable experience for the child. It's not just going to be a summer-long activity and then they're going to forget about it, but one that's going to stick with the child forever. So you may want to look at the fiscal costs of the camp. That may be important for the family as well. How long? For
Salvation camps, it is nominal, and that's the good part of it.
It is. It was very good, and that was something that my family took into consideration. That was very good. And also, they may want to look at the types of children that are going to be at the camp, because I know that some camps are geared toward urban children. Some are geared toward their camps for obese children. There are camps for children with diseases, things of that nature. So if that's something the parent desires, they may want to look into that as well. So
a good fit for the child as well.
Absolutely.
You went as 10 years old. Was that too young to stay away from mom for a week?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, you were ready to roll.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was excited to get out the house, and I think once I started, I got bit by the bug, so to speak, and I continued to go subsequently after that. So it was a good experience for me.
Well, thank you, Robert, for sharing your experience, and I want folks to know that we have information on the Salvation Army camps on our website so that they can go there and they can find out information if it's right for their child. Nice to have you here, Robert.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.